welcome back to the vlog. It is December, finally. It is extremely cold, as you can tell. I'm in full babushka mode with this scarf. My hair has gotten a lot longer since the last time I filmed anything. I think it looks really messy, but also really good. And also this chunk is so smooth and perfect. Like, look at that. I don't know, it's so strange. That's the beauty of having, curly hair, is every day it's different. I wake up with it curly, I put on a scarf, run around, play in the snow, and then it goes smooth and straight, and yeah, it's a whole big thing. But yeah, I'm getting in the Christmas spirit, trying to. Let's see, today was the first day that I woke up and there was snow on the ground, and it was also my day off from work, which was a wonderful, beautiful thing. And so I got to work. I put up the tree because it still had not been put up, so I had to move the furniture around in the living room, change the feng shui a bit to carry up the pieces of the tree, assemble the tree, and then plug it in so that the lights would come on. But yeah, so now we just have to put our ornaments on the tree, dig those out from the basement, and put them on. I also played outside in the snow with Maverick, my dog. He was very happy to do that. We went out, I bundled up, I bundled him up, I put his coat on him, and we played in the snow, which was really sweet. And I went to Earth Fair, actually, to get some more of my matcha. This Ujito matcha is the best matcha, hands down, in my opinion. They should sponsor me, is all I'm gonna say, because I drink this like it's water. It's so good. And this is the 4-ounce one. I was buying it off of Amazon, but if I could buy it at a store, I'd much rather do that. So I've also started listening to Christmas music, which is cool. I think in years past, definitely, I have not really listened to Christmas music, or I've kind of put it off because I didn't enjoy it as much. So I went through, this was a couple years back, I went through Christmas songs that I really liked, really enjoyed, stuff from movies that I found nostalgic, and I added them onto a playlist called Christmas Music I Actually Like, because I really did not like a lot of Christmas music that I was hearing on the radio. So I had to tailor my own personal playlist, and I since renamed it Christmas Mix because I thought, oh, the Christmas music I actually like. That's kind of a Scroogey or like a Grinchy thing to say. I don't know. So I changed it. And I've been listening to it, and I have found that the childhood magic of the holidays, and Christmas especially, that I have been searching for since growing up. I mean, not really. I don't identify as a grown-up, but I think all of us, when we get older, we try to recapture that energy, that moment, that magic. And for me, I have found that being really intentional with it, because no one's going to do it for you. If you want an experience, if you want the energy, you have to put it into existence for yourself. You have to do it yourself. And so I have found, when I've really been intentional with listening to the Christmas music, getting in the mood, getting in the spirit, if I have my little hot cocoa, if I put up the tree, decently earlier, at least on time, and not super late, and just really putting in that energy and that effort to get myself in the Christmas spirit, in the mood, then the mood comes a lot quicker and a lot faster, and I'm able to enjoy the holiday season for the complete duration, instead of feeling like, oh, I wish it felt like how it did when I was younger, or, oh, this year just doesn't feel the same. No, like, you have to make it happen for yourself. So that's what I've been putting into practice. And honestly, it's working. I love baking. I love being cozy. I just had Friendsgiving with my friends this weekend, where we came over and everybody brought something, and it was delicious. I made my soup, my roasted red pepper smoked Gouda tomato soup that I have made many times. It's a crowd pleaser, honestly. My friends really loved it. One of my friends made mac and cheese and biscuits. One of my friends made some really good, delicious, chewy cookies. Another one of my friends made this incredible kale salad, TikTok salad, but it was delicious. I will be recreating that because it was fire, honestly. And I also made a carrot cake with cream cheese icing, all from scratch, because I love some scratch cooking, and it was super fun. And I love carrot cake, but I realized I'd never actually made a carrot cake before. I think I'd made cream cheese icing, but I can't really remember. So just, getting together, having intentional time with your friends, being cozy, watching the movies especially. Oh my gosh, my Christmas watch list is looking like this. Okay, so Home Alone 1 and 2, because we just got to. And that's just such a really nostalgic movie from my childhood. I remember watching that as a kid and just really just loving it. Christmas with the Cranks, of course, is a classic for my family. My mom literally is Nora Crank, every sense of the word. They share a lot of the same mannerisms, a lot of the same excitement and attitude, and just a lot of the funny things that Jamie Lee Curtis does playing Nora in that movie are just literally my mom. So we always watch it together, and it's a big joke in my family that my mom is Nora Crank, because she is. Let's see. What else? Oh, I love the Polar Express. I love watching the Polar Express, especially my favorite scene has got to be the hot chocolate scene. And we would always pause the movie and go make hot chocolate when that scene came on. When they're in the train car and the waiters start dancing and all that. Let's see. Christmas Vacation is another really good one that we watch every year. It really gets me in the spirit. It's so funny. We even quote it, just, I don't know, throughout the year. There's some really funny quotes in there. That movie itself, I feel like there's so many stories within that movie. I feel like it's almost 2 movies in one, because a lot happens. And if you know, a lot happens in that movie. I also really want to rewatch the Santa Claus movies with, I think it's Tim Allen in them, because I remember those from my childhood and they were really funny. I think that's all on my watch list for now. Oh yeah, baking. Baking is always a big thing for my family. I love baking cookies and little treats and cakes and stuff. I'll definitely be doing some of the holiday baking to get in the spirit. Oh, working on Christmas gifts. So I am working on Christmas gifts for my friends. It's all a surprise, but part of the materials that I am using came in the mail recently, so I've got to get to work on that, and I'm really excited. I've also been doing some cozy stuff like crocheting, reading, things like that I just find nice and able to help me de-stress. I also need to do some journaling. Lately, I haven't done any journaling in a minute. And I'd also like to reflect on my goals for the new year. I don't want to touch on that too heavy right now because I'm very in the Christmas mood right now. But I'm always one of those people who is very goal-oriented. I always have a plan. I always have a goal. But this year, for this next year, for 2025, I definitely have things I want to achieve. I definitely have like mini goals or, achievements that I want to have. But as far as having an ongoing project, I'm kind of drawing up a blank. And this feels good and this feels refreshing because in the past I have tended to go really hard on the goal thing and kind of obsess over it. And then either burn myself out or, I get overwhelmed and things just don't go as planned. Or they go as planned for, part of the year, half or, a third or whatever. And then either my mind changes on what I want to do or the goal that I had is just not working out for me. This year, all that I can really think of for things that I want to change is really prioritizing my health, physical, mental, obviously, but especially when it comes to terms of, eating healthy, cooking on a regular basis. I love to cook, but it's hard sometimes to find the energy. And that's where, meal prepping and batch cooking really comes into play and saves my ass, if we're being honest. But I still don't do it as much as I would like to. So I would really like to change that and just eat more healthy, fresh, organic ingredients. I would also maybe like to get a gym membership. I'm kind of iffy on that one because I'm shy, first of all, but also like the idea of working out in public makes me nervous, but also touching the equipment and, you know, things not being sanitized really bothers me because I'm very particular when it comes to germs and cleanliness. Me in public spaces, when it comes to stuff like that, really do not mesh well. But yes, but I would still like to do, you know, I work out at home, I do home workouts, I go walking a lot. I love walking outside. Kind of my opinion is, why would I pay for a gym membership when I can just buy the weights that I need, you know, if they aren't too heavy or expensive, and walk outside or work out in my house, where I can pause the video that I'm watching when I get too winded, or, you know, take a break or whatever. That's really all that I can think of. Something else I'd like to do is focus more on developing my creative practice, making more art on a consistent, regular basis, even if it's not a masterpiece, you know, just focusing on the process rather than the final product, and just enjoying the process of creating. I also want to grow some more stuff in the garden this year. We really didn't, usually my family does a garden every year, but this year it didn't really happen. And I also kind of missed my opportunity to plant my cover crop because of being impacted by Hurricane Helene, which really sucks, because I bought like 30 pounds, I mean, not 30 pounds, I bought like $30 of cover crop seed, but I can use it next year, so it's not going to go to waste. But yeah, I want to plan out my garden and figure out the plants and veggies and, you know, berries and stuff, things that I want to grow. I also want to try growing some herbs as well, for teas and tinctures and stuff like that. So I guess I do have some goals after all, but I say all that and I'm not feeling overly obsessed or attached to these goals. For me, that's a really good thing, because that means that I have found a sense of balance, which is something that I'm always striving to achieve. So I feel good, I feel balanced, I feel excited about these goals, you know, very loosely, but not overly obsessed with them, or like, oh, I have to do this, you know, like new year, new me. Like, no. The way that I am right now is perfectly fine. I'm happy, I'm content, you know, I don't feel this urge or need to really change that much about myself, which is good. You know, that's revolting against capitalism and consumerism and all that, that society tries to tell us that we need to change. But yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm excited. I'm gonna go inside, make some lunch, and maybe a cup of hot cocoa. I'll see you soon. One more thing that I wanted to say is, when I'm talking about getting in the Christmas spirit, getting in the mood, it does not have to equal spending money and buying things. It does not have to equal that. I know social media really tends to push that heavy consumerism all year round, but especially during the holidays. And, you know, you do not have to go out and buy Christmas pajamas, Christmas skincare, you know, a Christmas candle might be nice, but you know, you don't have to buy all these products and all these things and all this, you know. A lot of the holiday decor that I see, and maybe this is just my taste, but it's also my opinion and it's valid, so I'm just gonna say it. A lot of the holiday decor, and I don't just mean Christmas when I'm talking about this, I'm also talking about autumn, Halloween, fall, spring, you know, any other holidays that we have throughout the year, Valentine's Day. A lot of the decor that I see is it's just junk. It's just straight up junk. It might be expensive, you know, but it's cheap quality, if you understand what I'm saying. I mean, you don't need to be spending your money on that. You don't need to, you know, fill your house with all this crap, you know, that's gonna end up in the landfill one day. I mean, buy Christmas decor if that brings you joy, if you are financially able to, but have it be stuff that's in your taste and stuff that is going to last, stuff that you're going to enjoy for years to come, and not just something that, oh, you're gonna buy it this year because it's trendy and throw it away, because that's not helping your wallet or the planets. You know, just focus on doing things that you enjoy, and the rest will come. The mood will come, the spirit, the energy will come. It's all what you bring to the table. Hello, and welcome back to my kitchen. Today we are going to be making a hot chocolate. One of the most essential winter Christmas things that I can think of is a hot chocolate. I have not had one, so this will be my first of the season, my first of winter. I think we're still technically in fall, but when December rolls around, it's immediately winter. Or when it gets too cold for me to really handle, it's winter. I don't care what the calendar says. I have my own calendar that works just fine for me. So you're actually in my tea cabinet right now. So I've got all these mugs moving around. But I'm going to get the hot chocolate. Only the best, of course, Swiss Miss Dark. This has been my favorite for years, ever since I was a kid. I really prefer dark chocolate to milk chocolate. I just think it's much better, especially in hot chocolate. And I'm gonna use some milk. My family drinks whole milk. It wasn't always that way. We used to be a 2% family, and I don't know what happened. But I love oat milk. You can sub out any kind of milk, of course, and you gotta pick your favorite mug. So this is my mug that I'm going to use. Cool story about this mug is that I went to college with the guy who made it, and this mug was thrown on the wheel. We didn't have a pottery class together, but I was in a pottery class the same time that he was in a pottery class. He was just in the advanced one and I was in the beginner one. So this mug is my favorite shape of mug ever to exist. I really love how it goes out and then back in, and I love this handle, and it just fits perfectly in your hands, and I love it. So you see how it has these stripes all along? That means that it's a mixture of porcelain and stoneware clay. The porcelain being the white cream color and the stoneware clay being the brown stripe. So pretty much how this mug was made was the guy who made it took a ball of porcelain and a ball of stoneware, and he mashed them together and created that striping in the clay, and then when he threw it on the wheel, it made it pretty. So that's gonna be the mug that I'm gonna use. And also, something I do want to share is these. I call these chocolate Pringles. They're called chocolate waves. I got these at Aldi. I need to get some more because I'm almost out, but these are delicious any time of year, but especially around winter and the holiday season. I love a chocolate Pringle. This is my second box, so yeah, get you some chocolate Pringles. These are dark because I prefer dark chocolate, but they also have milk as well. And they're also really good on cupcakes and other things, or just as a little treat. It is still winter, despite the beautiful sunlight coming in through the windows and the leaf garland that I have left over from Friendsgiving. I really would like to make a chain of paper snowflakes to replace that, but I hung out with my friend today. We reconnected over a pot of tea at a local cafe and tea house, and it was really lovely. And we walked around town and we went into a record store, and I bought Plantasia, which I am super excited about. I've listened to this before, but I have not owned it, but now it's in my grubby little hands forever and it's in my collection. So I am going to play this for my plants and watch them grow, and it's going to be a beautiful time. Another thing that I would like to do today, it's actually the day after Christmas and I didn't have work today. Really want to start off the new year with the feeling of a fresh canvas. So I would like to clean my room and get everything organized, decluttered. I've spent a lot of time and energy curating my room this year and changing up the furniture and changing up the style and making it more so a space that reflects me. I'm also staying in my childhood bedroom, so I wanted the space to grow with me rather than feeling like I have to kind of make myself smaller to fit into it, if that makes sense. But yeah, I think today, on this wonderful Boxing Day, I will make a matcha latte, play some Plantasia, gather my plants all around me, and clean my room and get it to a much better state than it is now. So that's the plan. I also want you to see this beautiful labradorite pendant that I got from a local artist. Actually, a college student made this, and their work is really incredible. So this is labradorite, and these are actually like emeralds, I was told, like uncut, unpolished emeralds, and I just think it's absolutely stunning. I love labradorite. It's one of my special stones. I have a much bigger, like chunky, thick piece that I've had for probably about 5 or 6 years now that I got in Kansas City. After I graduated high school, I went out there with my mom and my aunt, and we spent like a month and a half just touring the Midwest and seeing where she lived, and it was awesome to see that different part of the country. And labradorite is really a protective stone for me, and I love how, within labradorite, especially my chunky piece that I have, kind of at first glance, if you're not seeing it, with the flash on it, it almost looks kind of dull and not that interesting and just kind of gray or green or brown. But, when the light catches it just so, the colors really, really take over, and you can see the shine and the beauty within them. And I think it's a metaphor, just like people, just like experiences, things are not always what they seem. And I have to remind myself of that as well. Also, I wanted to take a moment to appreciate my hair right now. Today it looks really good. The girl who took my order at the tea shop with my friend actually complimented me on my hair several times, which, wow, thank you. First of all, that made me feel so good. And second of all, I'm so lazy. I did not do anything to my hair. I took a shower. I washed it. I washed it and I scrunched it all over like this. There is no product in my hair at all. I did not heat style it. I did not do anything. I just scrunched it and air dried it and hope for the best every day. Maybe one day I'll be one of those girls with a curly hair routine, but when it gets longer, I think I'll definitely have to, because then the frizz will take over and it'll just be crazy. To the girl at the tea shop, thank you very much for complimenting my hair. I am single as well, but yeah, it made my day, and my hair has grown so much. I'm really excited and proud about. My goal is to have long waist length hair with curls, kind of in, ringlets, or just naturally however they want to be. Let them be how they want to be. And I really want to feel like an elf from Lord of the Rings. I want to do the intricate braids and the hairstyles and the twists. I want to have little braided sections of my hair that I can put beads in, or weave thread between it, or put little like trinkets and stuff in my hair. I really want that. I've wanted that for a really long time, and I'm hoping that this time when I grow my hair out, I can achieve it and I can become the elven fairy queen of my dreams. But yeah, it's just, I'm excited, but I'm enjoying the process. I'm enjoying the journey along the way, and I'm kind of sad because I love this hairstyle that I have now. I've kind of had this shaggy mullet bowl cut. I don't know what to call it, but I've had this for a few years. It's honestly just a grown out pixie where I leave it kind of shaggy, loose, long on the top, shaved on the sides, or, you know, cut really short on the sides, and then kind of like a V in the back, and that's just this grown out and shaped a little bit. But I love this look, and it's part of me, and it served me really well, and I'm kind of sad to grow it out because I want short hair and long hair at the same time. And yeah, I could just get a wig, but I want it coming naturally out of my head. So I do have some wigs though, and they are very fun. It's just the struggle of wanting short hair and long hair, and it really changes how people perceive you, and sometimes how you perceive yourself, and just kind of experimenting with your style and, you know, the vibes and the energy and stuff like that. So I will maybe have short hair again, probably within my life, but I'm taking my time and enjoying the process and just enjoying the journey of it as it grows and changes how I look again. So very, very happy, very blessed about that. But yeah, I'm excited to see what the future will hold for me and my hair. Full babushka mode to tell you to stay cozy.